high school shooting has now grown into a movement, or at least some type of march. Jim Ryan is following it for us with ABC News. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, McGraw. Yes, a march, a movement, and a long, long bus trip for those kids. Yesterday, they got into a charter bus down at Broward County, made the 450-mile trip up here to Tallahassee. Took all day. They arrived late last night. Today, they have meetings set up. As many as 60 different meetings. These kids breaking up into smaller groups and talking with lawmakers, talking with the governor, the attorney general, and others about what can be done about the gun issue that they see is out of control.
All right, so they had a vote in the Florida State House yesterday?
Well, they did, yes. The promoter or the author of a bill which would have banned assault rifles and high-capacity magazines, I think he didn't really expect it to pass anyway. He brought it up for debate, and even on the motion to debate the question, it was voted down. In other words, they didn't even get to the debate stage. At the very beginning, it was voted down pretty handily by about a 2-to-1 margin. So, yeah, I mean, he made his point about the politics of the issue here in Florida, and now the legislature gets down to other matters that they think might be more realistic in bringing some safety to schools.
The kids are coming under some scrutiny, are they not?
Well, absolutely. I mean, unfortunately, I think Marco Rubio, the senator from Florida, is furious to hear that some people are saying that that some of these kids on TV are paid actors brought from one crisis to another to make political points. Others saying that they didn't attend that school. There are other high school students who've joined in their cause and have been interviewed, but they've identified themselves as not coming from that school. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody's been able to show or prove or that these kids are not who they say they are.
Yeah, I'm assuming the original school in Parkland, that's still closed, which allows them the time to then drive to Tallahassee.
Well, right. Yeah. They're off class until next Tuesday at the earliest. In fact, they're kind of being phased back in little by little. The superintendent down there in Broward County says, take your time, don't rush it. It's going to be hard to do any classroom instruction, I think, for the next for the rest of this school year. So he says, come on back. We're going to have an orientation on Sunday. Let's all get together and talk as a group. And then on Tuesday, they hope to get back into classrooms.
Yeah. And I know the criticism of them being paid, them sort of being taken advantage of. But is there any evidence that they're sort of being the mouthpieces for the parents or some type of gun control advocacy that have sort of helped them along the way? Or is this, we are confident that it is a truly organic fight put on by the students?
Well, it's something that would not have come up were it not for the shooting in their school a week ago. So it's not as though they were having this debate in the first place. I mean, these kids are traumatized. They've been through something that most of us, thank God, will never have to go through. And they're expressing their pain in different ways by holding vigils and by marching and protesting, and now by coming to the state capitol. I think this is part of their healing process. I don't think they're being used by anybody. I will tell you the bus that came up here, the charter bus, I believe, was paid for by the American Federation of Teachers or by a teachers group of some kind. And there were parents on that bus as well as chaperones. But in terms of they're being manipulated somehow or used as puppets by any group, I haven't seen evidence of that.
Jim Ryan, ABC News correspondent in Tallahassee, Florida. Thanks, Jim. Have a good day.
Thanks.